Let's start with the chapter 1, that is the unit 1. We can talk about judiciary. So, this chapter contains 15 marks in the board. So, in this, let me explain you about what is judiciary all about. Since with me it will be your first lecture, so try to understand and please feel free to ask questions, to raise your queries so that I will also be able to know at what are the things you are facing problems and how I can be helpful to it. So in this chapter, we will be covering about the certain topics like common law, universal system of law, due process of law, public interest litigation, impartiality of judges, judicial reviews, separation of powers, division of powers, checks and balances, basic structure, collegium system in appointing of judges, impeachment. Before starting of the whole chapter, let us discuss about what is judiciary. Let us actually know what is the basic structure and hierarchy of the courts. So, if we understand this basic structure and hierarchy of courts, then it will become very easy for us to understand what is judiciary all about. First, let us understand. The Constitution of India lays out the framework of the Indian judicial system. India has adopted a federal system of government which distributes the law enacting power between the center and the state. इसमें क्या बोल रहा है वो द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर क्या बता रहा है बेटा स्ट्रक्चर इज टेलिंग जो हमारा इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है एक ऐसा फ्रेमवर्क है जुडिशियल सिस्टम का जिसने पावर दी है सेंट्रल और स्टेट को टू मेक लॉज एंड टू इन्फोर्स इट. Yet the Constitution established a single integrated system of judiciary comprises of courts to administer both central and state laws. The Supreme Court located in New Delhi is the apex court of India. It is followed by various high courts at the state level, which functions for one or more number of states. The high courts are followed by district courts and subordinate courts, which are known as the lower courts in India. To supplement the functioning of the courts, there exists specialized tribunal to adjust sector specific claims such as labor, consumer, service matter, disputes, etc. So, better let us understand very moderately like what is the meaning and what is the structure of law. So, at first instance, let us try and understand what Constitution told us, what Constitution gave us. Constitution gave us the power to enforce law, right? To understand the law. And in fact, Constitution gave the power to central government and state government to enact in different conditions according to the law. Let us say, please try to see the structure. ये structure आपको एक hierarchy बता रहा है. Let's start from ahead. That is supermost is the Supreme Court of India. ठीक है right? India has only one Supreme Court, that is Supreme Court of India, and it is the topmost court. Above that there is nobody. Okay, so the Supreme Court of India, it is located where? It is located in New Delhi. And when it came into existence? It came into existence on 28 January 1950. When it was established earlier, there used to be the presence of one Chief Justice of India plus 7 judges. But at present, it is comprising of 31 judges plus one Chief Justice of India. See, whosoever is having any authoritative power, whether it is president, whether it is prime minister, whether it is of any ministers, they have to abide by the laws, by the rules, by the constitution. Then what we have? We have High Court. After Supreme Court, sorry, before Supreme Court, we have High Court. So every state is having its own high courts. Like say for the example, sorry, you can say Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is having a high court where? It is having a high court in Prayagraj. right? Earlier it was known as Allahabad High Court. Now it is known as Allahabad High Court only, but now it is situated in Prayagraj. Since Allahabad name is changed to Prayagraj, right? So every state is having their own high courts. At present, we have 24 high courts. Okay, we have state and union territories. According to that, every state and every union territory has their own high courts, and at present we have 24 high courts. Now before high courts, what we have two kind of court. One is the district and subordinate court, and another is the specialized tribunals. So let us discuss about the district and subordinate courts. District and subordinate courts situated at every district. Every district, say for the example in Uttar Pradesh we have Meerut courts. Okay? We have Meerut Kacheri. So this is the district court. So in this district court we have different kind of subordinate courts also. Subordinate courts means उसके साथ ही courts. जैसे we have two kind of courts. One is the civil court and another is the criminal court. What civil court do? Civil court handles the matter of civil nature. Civil nature as in land, okay, family, divorce, petitions. These all handled by the civil courts. Then comes criminal, murder, robbery, rape, extortions. These all things are taken care by the criminal courts. If the court is situated at any district, then it is known as district courts. They are also known as the lower courts, because this is the first court where you go and to register, to plead your case, right? So it is known as the lower court and district court. Whereas if you live in a metro, say for the example you live in a Delhi, you live in a Ahmedabad, these all are the metro cities. So here the district court and lower courts are known as the metropolitan courts, and whosoever judges are working under it, they are known as metropolitan judges. And whosoever judge works in district court and subordinate courts, they known as the district and session judges, right? So in this court we have junior civil judge who work. We have first class. See, in civil category we have two kind of judges: junior civil judge, senior civil judge. Whereas in criminal courts we have first class, second class, chief judicial magistrate. Okay, in this we have magistrates, we have judicial magistrate, whereas in civil courts we have judges. Okay, and how about this specialized tribunals? Specialized tribunals, they are taking care the cases which is related to service, related to tax, related to consumer. Means if you will file any case in the consumer court, right? That case will go in the specialized tribunal courts, labor courts, which follows the labor laws. Okay, say for the example, CAT, SAT, TDS, TDSAT, TRI. CAT is the Central Administrative Tribunal. SAT is the State Administrative Tribunal. TDSAT is Telecom Dispute Settlement. TRI is the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. इसको बेटा और थोड़ी एक मॉडरेट लैंग्वेज में समझने की कोशिश करो. मान लीजिए कोई क्राइम हुआ, ठीक है, से फॉर द एग्जाम्पल आपके घर में रॉबरी हो गई, ठीक है. अब आप क्या करेंगे? आप सबसे पहले पुलिस स्टेशन जाएंगे, वहाँ पे अपने केस रजिस्टर कराएंगे. अब वो केस कहाँ जाएगा? अगर वो पुलिस वाले उस क्रिमिनल को पकड़ लेते हैं तो उसे कहाँ लेके जाएंगे? दे विल टेक दैट क्रिमिनल टू द सेशन कोर्ट, दैट इज द क्रिमिनल कोर्ट्स. डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट सबसे पहले जाएगा डिस्ट्रिक्ट के में, यानी कि मेरठ कोर्ट में, ठीक है. अब वहाँ से सुनवाई हुई, वहाँ पे सारा ट्रायल चला, सारी बातें हुई, जज ने सुना, जज ने उसे पनिश कर दिया, ठीक है. अब जिसको पनिशमेंट मिली उस क्रिमिनल को, वो चाहे तो उसके खिलाफ हाई कोर्ट जा सकता है. वो बोलेगा मेरे साथ इनजस्टिस हुआ है, मुझे जो लोअर कोर्ट है उसने आजीवन कारावास की सज़ा दे दी है. तो अब वो कहाँ अपने गुहार लगाएगा? किसके पास जाएगा? सीधा सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएगा? नहीं, उसे एक हरारकी फॉलो करनी पड़ेगी. वो जाएगा पहले हाई कोर्ट, हाई कोर्ट में अपनी एप्लीकेशन लगाएगा, हाई कोर्ट सुनेगी उसको, پھر جیسا ڈسٹرکٹ کورٹ میں جیسے ابھی سیشن کورٹ میں سارا کیس چلا تھا، سملر کیس چلے گا اب ہائی کورٹ میں. اب ہائی کورٹ کے ججز سنیں گے. اب ہائی کورٹ کے ججز بھی فیصلہ دے دیتے کہ نہیں نہیں تمہاری جو سزا دی گئی ہے ڈسٹرکٹ کورٹ نے بالکل ٹھیک دی ہے، تمہیں آجیون ہی ہونا چاہیے. اب وہ کیا کرے؟ اب وہ کس 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 کے پاس جائے اپنی گہار لگانے؟ اب جائے گا وہ سیدھا سپریم کورٹ آف انڈیا. اس کو اور طرح سے سمجھو. سی فار دی ایگزامپل آپ کو کوئی پریشانی ہے، آپ ایک اسٹوڈنٹ ہو، آپ سب سے پہلے کس کے پاس جاؤ گے اپنی پریشانی لے کے؟ اپنی کلاس ٹیچر کے پاس. کلاس ٹیچر آپ کی پریشانی سمجھنے کی کوشش کرے گی، آپ کو کوئی سلیوشن دے گی. اگر آپ اس سلیوشن سے سیٹسفائڈ ہوتے ہو تو ویل اینڈ گڈ. اگر آپ کو لگتا ہے کہ دس از ناٹ دی سیٹسفائڈ سلیوشن وچ آئی شوڈ گیٹ، دین ہوم یو ول گو؟ یو ول گو ٹو دا کوآرڈینیٹر. Then coordinator will listen to you. He or she will also try to solve your problem. If again you will not get the desired result, then what will you do? Then you will straight go to the principal, right? And then the principal is having whole authority to help you out, to understand, to tell you better, to give you a proper solution, right? So this is how this whole hierarchy goes. This whole hierarchy goes like this: civil court, criminal court, and then it goes into the district court, subordinate court, specialized tribunals, then the high court, and then the supreme is the Supreme Court of India. This was the basic structure. Now student, what you have to do is this thing: you have to make a chart of this basic structure in your notebook. It is one of the very important topics which usually comes in the boards. So please try to read it, please try to understand it, please try to learn it. Draw it according to the image which I am just forwarding you. Furthermore topics we will study in our next lecture. Thank you and have a very lovely day.